Okay, YouTube visitors, I have a special video today. I hope this comes in okay. This is an article that I just ran across. I hope you can see it okay there from your perspective. Cops gunned down innocent 86-year-old Navy vet as he protected his wife from intruders. This is by Matt Agarist, April 18th, dated April 18th, 2017. All right? I'm just going to read it as you can follow along. Saratoga, California. The widow of an 86-year-old Navy veteran who was gunned down by armed intruders in his own home has filed a lawsuit against her husband's killers, the Santa Clara County Sheriff's Department. Get some of these stupid images out of the way. They like to put these stupid advertisements on your pages. Eugene Craig was gunned down by police as he attempted to shield his wife from armed intruders who had just broken into his home. The armed intruders were cops. On September 12, 2016, according to Haru Craig's attorneys, prior to the shooting, the deputies kicked down two doors before opening fire inside the Craig's Saratoga home on Titus Avenue. As KTVU reports, attorneys said their client stated that both she and her late husband were, quote, very scared and did not know why their doors were being kicked down. The elderly couple thought they were the victims of a home invasion, so Eugene grabbed his .38 caliber revolver and bravely stood in front of his wife as they listened to the intruders come into their home. When the intruders opened the bedroom door, they saw the elderly vet standing there with the revolver, and one deputy opened fire, although there were multiple deputies in the home. Deputy Doug Ulrich was the only one who felt the need to begin shooting. Eugene died on the scene. According to police, they were at the home to conduct a welfare check. The sheriff's office said that deputies clearly identified themselves, called the home phone, and tapped on windows repeatedly before entering. In spite of their alleged efforts to identify themselves, the couple still didn't believe them. After all, they were both entirely innocent, and cops coming into their home was a far-fetched idea. Of course it was. Any home invader could simply claim they're the police to easily gain entry into someone's home. Yeah, I had this happen to me in Hollywood one time. When I was driving down Vine Avenue, I was just making a turn and some unidentified, unmarked vehicle cut me off making a U-turn. And I honked at him, and then I proceeded south on Vine Avenue, and I pulled. Eventually, they put some type of a light, spinning red light on top of their vehicle. Well, even that didn't stop me because somebody could have grabbed that, craziness in Hollywood. And so I finally pulled over after they wouldn't stop, and they were police officers who, they frisked me, checked my vehicle. I had nothing on me because I was innocent. But they said that they were involved in some drug bust or something. So anyway, all the more reason that we need to decriminalize a lot of these drug laws that we have. I mean, after all, heroin and marijuana and cocaine and all these things were legal in the 1800s until the federal government began to make them illegal. Just like they did with alcohol back in the 20s. The prohibition didn't work, and they finally legalized it, okay? Not to say there shouldn't be penalties against those who commit crimes while they're on drugs, but oftentimes these are victimless crimes. Cops have better things to do. They should be going after real criminals. But getting back to this story, the tragic irony of this situation is that the police claimed that they were there to protect the couple, noting that they had gotten word that someone inside the home was in distress. Sadly, this is what happens when militarized police are sent into an innocent couple's home to check on their well-being. After he killed the innocent elderly Navy veteran, Ulrich was placed on paid administrative leave, which is standard procedure in officer-involved shootings in the county. Naturally, after they killed the innocent man while protecting him, protecting him, unquote, police immediately attempted to justify their actions. They usually do. They never see themselves in the wrong. The Santa Clara County District Attorney's Office said, quote, by law, Officers are allowed to use deadly force when they or others are faced with imminent danger, unquote. However, the only ones who created the threat of imminent danger were the police. According to the district attorney's office, they are still reviewing the incident, noting their officer, quote, investigates all fatal law enforcement encounters to determine if the lethal force was legal, unquote. Welfare checks, as they are known in the United States, are crapshoots that have the potential to explode into violence at any moment. The Free Thought Project has reported on numerous instances in which police have shown up to protect someone who may be suicidal or in distress, only to end up hurting or killing them. Yeah, it's obvious that the police, are not being properly trained, and they're paranoid, in fear of their own lives. Too in fear of their own lives. I understand there's a risk and there's a danger in being a police officer, but that goes with the territory. They're very well paid for their job, and you have to do unto others as you would have others do unto you. You don't want somebody shooting you, so don't shoot them unless it's absolutely necessary. One such instance is Benjamin Burroughs, 58, who narrowly escaped with his life after police targeted him for a welfare check. As we previously reported, Burroughs had not threatened to harm anyone, was not suspected of any criminal activity, and was not mentally ill when a police tactical team confronted him, surrounded his truck, deployed a stinger, quote, stinger device behind the rear tires, launched a flash grenade, smashed the side windows in order to drag him from the truck, handcuffed and searched him, and transported him to a local hospital for a psychiatric evaluation and mental health hold. I mean, this is like you're going after some foreign enemy in another country, not in America. Folks, this is happening right here in the United States. and you folks need to start writing letters to your editor demanding accountability for the police department, because clearly they're not really being held accountable for their murderous and criminal actions. There's also the story of Caden Clark, whose video about living with Asperger's went viral and touched millions. However, when police were conducting a welfare check on him, after reports that he may be suicidal, they barged into his home and killed him. You're not even safe in your own home, in other words. That's the message of this article. Nothing will bring back Haru Craig's beloved husband. However, her lawsuit will serve as yet another reminder of the effect of police violence on situations that require no force at all. When law enforcement's only tool is a hammer, everything begins to look like a nail. Give me a thumbs up if you like this article. Please subscribe to my channel and post any comments, and I'll get back to you if possible. Thank you so much.